All right, welcome Western hockey fans to Reverse Retro Day. Look at these jerseys. I am not going to know who anybody is. Amanda sent me the list. I got to be honest, that will not matter. I am still not going to know who they are. I can't like hold this in one hand and figure that out at a time. So I'm going to read you the numbers ahead of time so that you know who your kid is if you're watching at home. All right? We got number 10 is Joey Caparosa today. Devin Druin is rocking 13. 19, Aiden Frank. 15, Aiden Rapp. 45, Elijah Roman. 26, Mason Sagnelli. 21, Davis Vanacoro. Number 4, Owen White. And number 20, Jack Buskowski. So those are your alternate numbers for the day. And get used to it because I'm going to be calling out numbers, and that's it. I'll look up a person's name, I guess, if they score a goal. That's about the best you're going to get out of me. We're going to have a super generic day today. It's going to be good job, Western number 20. That's Jack. I can see him. He's close enough I can see his face. Let's see, 15, Aiden Rapp. 19, that's Aiden Frank. See, Aiden Frank will be easy. You can see the hair from here. So that won't be too much of a challenge. As for everyone else, well, we'll see how it goes. And here we go, ready for puck drop. And there it goes, Aiden Frank heading on in. Challenging. And look at that forecheck going back there behind the net. Staying strong. Nice, solid check from, I think that was Jack Buskowski. Aiden Frank with the backhand. Nice shot and good save from the Ridgefield goalie, who I believe is Rich Jolene. Good friend of ours. We hope he has a great day, but just not quite as great as our number, is that 99 in there? 98. Mason Ball. Where's that 29? I can't see, he's bending over in a weird way. All right, so Western in the corner. We got a Ridgefield cherry picker right there. That's going to be interesting to see if we can take that on. They're going down. Shot goes back behind the net. And Ridgefield in possession. Take the shot, broken up by 26, which is Mason Sagnelli. And that's a clear from Western, goes to the other side, and that's an icing. We're coming back. So we'll have a face-off in the corner with 14:04 left in the first period. Couldn't tell you who's facing off. Looks like a 31. Is that a number? No, it's not even a number. All right, that one come out. And 31 going long and fast. No, that one's not even on this list, so I don't know who that is. So we're wearing the reverse retro jerseys today. We've all got different numbers for the day. We're playing it at the blue line there, and Western behind the net. All right, oh, that one just gets by Davis's stick, and he goes up and breaks it up. So good cleaning up right there from number 21 today. And they're underneath me. You're just going to have to trust me. Too far down. We're in the lovely 99 rink today, which means there'll be some stuff underneath me that I can't quite see. Nice check from number 10, Joey Caparosa. I'm just going to say their numbers out loud. I'll have the numbers memorized just in time for them to never wear them again. All right, Ridgefield trying to push it in. Broken up by Davis Vanacoro. Nice clear to the neutral zone. So Ridgefield taking it back. And that one goes underneath us. Nice pass from Davis across to Joey. Joey up to number 31 again, who is the mystery man. Oh, it's maybe Devin Druin, because it says 13, but I think that was written incorrectly. I think Devin Druin is 31. I'm going to call him Devin for the rest of the game. All right, number 20, Jack Wiskowski applying pressure up front. And Ridgefield in possession, and they head down. Nice breakup by 21, Davis Vanacoro. So Davis breaks up the play. Puck rolls behind the net. Joey Caparosa trying to muscle it out. Caparosa behind the net, looking to set something up. Goes to the far side. Picked up by Western, and away they go. Looks like a 4. I think that's Owen White. Aiden Frink in possession. Wraps it around. Getting some momentum. Takes the shot. Saved by Rich Jolene. So look at that, Aiden Frink just making moves right there. Nice big circle around, goes wide. Picks up a little momentum, takes that shot, goes to the corner, but picked up by Jolene on Ridgefield. And Ridgefield trying to clear it, but almost own goal that one. Gave it to Aiden Frink right in front, and that turned out to be a mistake. Aiden Frink pops it in, and Western's on the board. Look at that, Aiden Frink just right there at the right time. Western clears it out. They got it to Aiden. So that wasn't them clearing out, that was us. It was a good pass to Aiden Frink. Western goes up by 1. All right, Aiden Rapp clears that one out. His old number from the old days, right? I think he was 15 back last year or so, the year before. All right, Western trying to dig out from behind the net. Ridgefield in possession at the line, taken away. Here goes Devin Druin. Devin wrapping around the net, goes behind, looking to set it up. And Ridgefield picks it up as they are harassed by Owen White. So Owen with some good forecheck in there. And Ridgefield takes it in. Shot goes back, bounces behind the net. Mason Sagnelli clears that out, number 26 for today. And here comes Devin Druin trying, loses it at the line, picked up by Aiden Rapp. Ridgefield grabs it. And we go back. Davis Vanacoro in front of the net. Backhands it. Almost out of the zone. Oh, just cruised by Aiden Rapp. All right, puck's in front of the net. Davis goes up with the backhand clear. Great play. We needed that. And here goes Devin Druin. Long shot back behind the net. Here goes Ridgefield. They try to bounce it around. It goes into the corner. They center it up. Broken up by the Western defense. Looks like Joey Caparosa out to Aiden Frink, and Frink has got the momentum. Leaves off to Devin Druin. Devin with the shot. Frink going around the corner. Sends it over to Aiden Rapp. Rapp taken away. Picked up by Davis Vanacoro. Long shot. Goalie picks it up and almost backhanded in. Wow, that was close. That was close. Here goes Davis to pick it up. Defers to Joey. Joey goes around back behind the net. Davis takes up position in front. Western on the move. Ridgefield picks it up in their own zone. Ridgefield at the line, pushing it in. Back behind the net. Ridgefield loses it into the neutral zone. Aiden Frink trying to move it forward. Puck still back up on the boards. Big check from Joey Caparosa. And here goes Aiden Frink. He's got the momentum, but just lost the puck. And that one comes back. And it looks like Eli Roman's going to play it right off the boards. All right, Eli comes up, tries to pick it off. Not quite able to get it, but Mason Sagnelli sends it down, but back from behind the line, so that's going to be an ice. And we're coming back. Or an offsides, actually. It could be an offsides. Let's see. Looks like we're not coming all the way back, so I think we will take that as an offsides. Looks like they're still trying to figure out where they do the face-off. I think they're trying to decide if it was intentional or not, if it should go back a zone. Looks like we're saying not. I believe if it can be classified as you were aiming the pass, then it was not intentional offside, so it stays where it is. Might be what they were discussing, or could be making it up. Devin Druin centers it up. No one there. And here comes Ridgefield. They go to the far side. Aiden Frank picks it up. And that looks like Eli Roman is down a bit, getting up, skating off to the bench after a hard hit up on the boards. All right, puck goes wide. Ridgefield there, but so is number 26, Mason Sagnelli, and Mason clears it around, gets it out to Jack Buzkowski. Long shot from Aiden Frank. And Ridgefield turns it back around. Ridgefield on the move. In our zone, they turn around, look for some momentum. Get it, fire it up right in front. Turned around by Joey Caparosa, but not quite out of the zone. All right, Devin Druin and Caparosa. Joey Caparosa trying to move that one out, and that one stutters a little bit at the line, and we're coming back. 6:25 left in the first period. Western up by 1. Aiden Rapp at the faceoff, out to Caparosa. Caparosa over to Davis. Davis, Vanacoro hits right on the stick of Owen White, but Owen takes a big check, but keeps on going. And here it comes, and Davis picks it up and goes to play it, but that's going to be an offside, so we're coming back again. Face off at the line. Puck drops, Davis picks it up in the zone, looking for a target, goes up against the boards, gets that way down, and that's going to be no ice as it went past quite a few sticks and hit him a little bit on its way, so there we go. They get it out to Davis. Davis in the neutral zone, looking for the target, flips it up. Wow, right on the stick of Owen White. Oh, Owen gets it taken away, and puck gets turned around back into our zone. Here comes Joey Caparosa. Caparosa moving in. Caparosa with the long shot, and it's in. Amazing. Wow. Joey Caparosa with a bouncer. That made it really hard to read. He just had the momentum and it had the bounce. And that one got by him. Rich Jolene is a great goalie, so that was a weirdo one. What's that? Yeah. Great goal, so yeah, I don't think anyone expected that shot to come that way. It took a very, very funny, weird bounce. But, you know, we love the weird bounces. Make them that way. It makes them hard to catch. All right, another shot on the Ridgefield goalie. Aiden Rapp tries to turn it around, but Ridgefield picks it up. Moving in. Ridgefield long pass, broken up right at the line by 26. Looks like Mason Sagnelli. All right, face off at the line. That one goes back. Davis Vanacoro fires it on up into the neutral zone. Picked up by Ridgefield. They dump it in, and that's going to be an offsides, and we'll try again. As judge and jury Attila Bala decides that one is offsides. All right, so that one flipped into the zone by Caparosa. Comes back. Here comes Aiden Rapp. Rapp goes long shot, picked up by Rich Jolene. So Jolene in goal, snags that quick wrister. Broken up by Caparosa, and Ridgefield picks it up. Aiden Rapp behind the western net, getting harassed. Ridgefield's on him for sure. Joey Caparosa sending that long. Goes around, and here comes Western. Nope. Ridgefield picks it up. And that one gets back behind. Ridgefield in possession behind the western net. Looking to center it up. Aiden Rapp goes back. It looks like Caparosa there. Oh no, it's Sagnelli. And here goes Devin Druin. Devin with the shot, but picked up and held in the corner by Jolene. Long shot, bouncer into the corner. Aiden Frank, loses it, but picks it up again. Goes for the shot. Instead, that was from Caparosa. Puts it in after it goes back behind Aiden. So number 10, Joey Caparosa. Big 10 as they call him. They never call him that. It's not his number. Comes up with it. So you see right there, Aiden, it goes back behind him, and that's Joey. That shot happened so fast I couldn't even find it. Western up 3-0. All right, here goes Caparosa once again. He wants a Hattie. That one comes back. Davis gets it all the way across to Aiden. Aiden fires it down. And that one gets behind the net. Ridgefield in possession. Ridgefield picks it up. Davis picks it up. Goes across to Joey. Joey up the middle. Joey with the long shot. Broken up by Ridgefield. Ridgefield goes across. Picked up by Jack Wiskowski. Aiden Frank behind the net. Out to Caparosa. Gets past him. Davis skating down there with him. Joey goes across to Davis. Davis goes across to Devin Druin. Devin Druin's got momentum on the outside lane. Goes into the corner, turns it around. Gets it back to Aiden. Aiden to Devin. That one kept in by Devin, but then Ridgefield picks it up. Joey Caparosa swoops in. Goes long over to Jack, but that one gets around him, and Ridgefield makes his own entry. And I think that's going to be an offsides. So we'll take that face off on the far side. with 1:20 left in the period. Long shot pass from Eli Roman. Eli back in the game. We love to see it. And here goes Aiden Frank. Centered up, but broken up. Owen White tried for the shot. Aiden Frank, long slapper, goes high. Owen White fighting for the puck in the corner. And Eli keeps that one in. And just rolls back past Aiden Rapp. Passes it back. Aiden Frank up front, gets it. Here goes the momentum. Aiden Frank, just one man to beat. And that one man gives a deflection. So that one goes back behind the net. Aiden Rapp up front. And in goes from Owen White. So number 4 comes up with a goal after that deflection. So you see Owen planted himself right in front of the net. Aiden Rapp tries for the backhand. Owen finishes the job.
Come on, Ryan, pick it up.
Ridgefield shoots back behind the net. Western clears, brings it in the Ridgefield zone. Aiden Frank in front of the net and puts it in. So Frank with the moves. And that's going to put Western up. Actually, I missed the last goal, so that's going to put them up at 5-0 with 7 seconds left in the first period. Frank to the outside. Passes over to White. White with the shot. And that's the end of the first. So a good first period for Western. Probably see a couple position changes or take our foot off the gas in a bit with the way things are moving along here to stay on the good side of sportsmanship. And we'll let them hang there for a bit. All right, so we see Mason Ball out there dancing a little bit, as he is wont to do. Big shout out and thanks to Coach Alex and Coach Mark on the bench there today. It's been a good weekend for the boys. 2 wins this, possibly this weekend. We'll see. See how today goes, but feeling okay about it. So hope I didn't just jinx it. It would have to be a pretty amazing collapse. And even that would be amazing then, I guess. All right, so Western takes the ice in their alternate jerseys to start the second. Here they go. Puck drops. Caparosa making the entry. And here we are in the offensive zone. Davis Vanacoro fires that one back behind the net. A lot of battling going on in the zone there. Another one cleared from Davis. And that one goes back into the Western zone. Jack Buskowski. Flipper back behind the Ridgefield offense. And Joey Caparosa battling up against the boards, but Ridgefield puts it in, puts it back in the neutral zone, and Davis is going to go back to try to clean that up a little bit. Davis with a nice check in the corner. And here comes Devin Druin. Oh, just missed, Devin. Very close. All right, that one comes back in the neutral zone. Davis looking for the target, sends it over to Joey Caparosa. Joey sends it all the way over to Jack Buskowski. Jack up to Devin. Nope, Jack winds up going to get it himself. Flips it around. And that one goes all the way down, but they'll whistle that one dead for an ice. So we're coming back. And we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone. All right, face-off, long shot from Eli, goes into the corner. Eli Roman. Ridgefield trying to make the push in, but broken up. Mason Sagnelli picks it up and sends it in to the neutral zone. And we'll have a face-off at the blue line with 12:40 left in the second. Western still in control. No shots on goal for Ridgefield this period yet. That one sent down by Sagnelli into the neutral zone. And Ridgefield in possession, going for that shot. There it is, just high. They take a second, and that's a goal. So that one got by young Master Boyce. And Ridgefield is up on the board after the rebound. All right, Aiden Rappin centering up. Puck goes back. Devin Druin trying to muscle it forward. That one cleared back to Davis Vandecoro. Davis with a pass right up to Aiden Frink on the corner. Aiden Frink enters, tripped up, and Ridgefield behind the net. Puck loose back behind the net. Ridgefield picks it up, trying to go around, looking to set something up, decide to go the other way. We'll go to the far side, the near side rather. And they go across, Davis picks it up. Davis looking for that target, goes around Ridgefield up to Frink. Frink out to Druin. Druin to Rapp, and Rapp is back behind the net. That one goes out to Davis. Davis with the shot. And picked up by Rich Jolene. Nice long one from number 21 there. Put one in yesterday that way, so I know he would love to do it again. Face off, Ridgefield in possession, taking it back. Ridgefield making some momentum. Long shot, picked up by Boyce, and Boyce covers it up. Face off in the defensive zone for Western. And there it goes. Long shot from Ridgefield from the blue line. Western with a swing and a miss. And that one's back behind the net. Ridgefield still in possession. And Ridgefield looking to shoot a little more this period than they did last. They're setting it up. Ridgefield playing pretty well here. They go for that shot right in front. Ryan has it locked down. Ridgefield looking again, long shot. Ryan sticks it out to the side. And that's going to be a penalty. So I think we're going to see Sagnelli in the box for the interference, or possibly a cross check. But with that shoulder to the back there a little bit. Let's see, is he still at the puck? Yeah. So, yep, that's a cross check. And we'll see a little penalty kill from Western coming up. Looks like Jack, Devin, Joey, and probably Davis back there for the penalty kill. Ridgefield clears, takes a shot, saved by Ryan. Western in possession, moving it down. There we go. They don't get in unscathed. That's what we like to see. Joey Caparosa. Long pass, trying to get it out. Back in the neutral zone we are. Ridgefield circling around to make their attack. And puck taken away as they make the entry, even with all that momentum. There's a shot from Ridgefield. Nice save from Boyce. They try for that one-timer, but Ryan in position. Devin Druin trying to get it out. Picked it up. That one goes to the outside glove. Ryan picks it up. And broken up by Davis in front of the net. Davis goes back to send it out. Does. Try to help it along. Davis sends it out again. They just have that one more player than us, so it's a little tough to get on top of it. There we go, but Devin Druin's going to try to beat him to the puck. Jack looking for a target. And just like that, Western is at full strength once again. Davis with a quick clear as he hits the boards. Aiden doing almost the same thing, but Ridgefield still in possession. Western took a little bit of time to get that extra skater back on, but it looks like we got it now. And shot saved by Ryan Boyce. Aiden Frink up the middle. He's got the momentum, just not the puck anymore. Davis Vanicoro at the blue line trying to muscle that one forward. Gets it to Aiden. Does it again. And here goes Aiden going back behind the net. Ridgefield making that zone entry. Broken up. Aiden and Joey in the neutral zone. Nope, not able to get it. And what do they call that time? They're calling, looks like a hook on Aiden Frink. So we're going to be on the penalty kill. So Western going on the penalty kill. Long shot from Ridgefield. Western able to hold off one penalty kill. Let's see how they do with the second. Might get a little tired eventually. Ridgefield setting up the shot. There it is. Boyce picks it up, sends it out. Owen White. Owen White making room. Dumps as soon as he's over the line, gets it back behind the net, burning up that penalty time. And that one dangerously close to the net. So we'll have a face-off in the Western corner. Long shot, swing and a miss from Ridgefield. They go back to try to get a little momentum. Picked up by Caparosa. Caparosa going downtown. Looking to make it 3. Ridgefield picks it up, making the moves. Davis breaks it up. They still pick it up after, though. And they wind up passing back. And can't quite. Who's going to be in possession? Let's see. Aiden Rapp. Goes long over to Caparosa. Caparosa puts it in. So that's it. It's a Hatarosa. So number 10 comes away with a Hattie today, as Western goes up 6-1. As I said, we'll probably see them take their foot off the gas in a bit. Oh, Owen White shooting from the ground. Davis Fanacoro at the corner. Winds up with a great setup pass over to Jack. And that one cleared around. Davis touched it, so that's going to be no ice. Oh, okay. Or it will be iced. I thought we were going to wind up having to skate that down, but guess not. So face off in the corner with 5:37 left in the period. Ridgefield moving it forward. They go all the way across. I think we're going to see an ice again. And yep, they don't quite make it down there in time, so that's an ice, and we'll try that again. .31, Devin Druin, stretching out far, gets it across to Davis. Davis with the shot, just wide. Devin Druin in the corner. Out to Davis. Davis passes. Ridgefield intercepts. Davis with the check up on the boards, and that one just circles around as Ridgefield not able to set it up. Aiden Frank is racing down to try to break that one up. Gets pushed off it right at the end, loses his stick. And we're going to have an offsides. We'll try again over at the Ridgefield blue line. .434 left in the second. Aiden Rapp centering it up. Sagnelli back in the neutral zone. Mason up to Devin, gets just by him, but over the red line enough that that one's going to stay in play. Eli Roman at the blue line gets it taken away, and here comes Ridgefield with the shot, saved by Ryan Boyce. Ridgefield with the backhand just outside the net. In the corner, Aiden Rapp keeping an eye on it. From the blue line, Ridgefield with the pass. 26, Sagnelli out to 31, Devin Druin. Devin trying to pick it up. A little bit of help from Owen White. Eli in the corner. That one comes out, and here comes Aiden Rapp. Rapp in front of the net, passes. There's the shot, goalie's down. Western trying to wrap it around. Here's the shot from Eli. Shot this time from Owen. Some amazing goalie theatrics going on there. Let's take a look at that again. Rich Jolene, just wow. Look at him move today. Rich under assault and just not letting it go. All right, Ridgefield back behind their net. Clear it around. Davis at the corner, sends it back in. And it's a battle. We're in the neutral zone. Aiden Rapp trying to get some running room. Out to Frank. And that one goes long into the corner. Frank battling it out with Ridgefield in their corner. Aiden Rapp comes away with it, goes back to Caparosa. Caparosa with a long shot just outside the net.
Right there.
Frank battling for the puck. Comes back out to Davis. Vanacoro with the shot. Stopped by Rich Jolene. A great stop, a good shot, great shot. Rebound there, but just no one there to get it. Jack Wiskowski taking that front. Ridgefield behind the net. Long shot from Caparosa. Oh, that went in. All right. I didn't even know when it bounced out really quick. So, Western going up 7-1. Like said, we've seen the boys. They definitely have taken their foot off the gas a bit, passing a lot, taking more of the shots from back far. I'm sure we'll see them continue to do that. All right, Ridgefield in our zone. Frink at the blue line takes it out. Western with possession in the Ridgefield zone. Ridgefield turning it around. Ridgefield on the attack. They go up, they try for that backhand. Sagnelli breaks it up and sends it out. Frink keeps it moving. And here goes Owen White. Owen with a long pass. Out to Devin Druin. Druin in the middle, Owen White. Here goes Eli. Eli Roman. Ridgefield has it. Here they go, trying to get around Sagnelli, and they just can't do it. Mason Sagnelli comes up big with the stop. Owen White cutting through. Shoots, and it goes high. Aiden Frink checked into the corner. And that's it for the second period. Devin. All right, so we'll enter the third. Western up 7-1. As I said, I think we'll see a bit of a slowed tide this next period. Although, you know, who's to say? I don't know. We played the Ridgefield team one higher than this, and they rang us up like it was their job. It was like a double-digit game. So maybe we won't take our foot off the gas. I don't know. I'm not the coach. They might have a long memory. So 15 minutes put up on the board. We'll enter the third. Western with a comfortable lead. Very nice for their last game of the season. Enter states with a bit of confidence. Tillabala saying hi to his brother on the bench. All right, Ridgefield sends it down. They go across. Ridgefield in the corner. Shot deflected up high. Picked up by Western. Sagnelli sends it down to Druin. Druin drags. Hard shot on Rich Jolene, and Jolene picks it up. Eli Roman, long shot, saved by Jolene. Ridgefield on the attack. Sagnelli in the corner, picks it up, gets it out to somebody else. I didn't see who. Looks like Devin Druin. All right, Caparosa goes long to Buskowski. Wrap. Out to Druin. Druin with the shot. And there it is. So Devin Druin makes it 8-1. Nice pass from Rapp. Devin Druin, top corner. Our boys keeping it classy. Like to see that. No celebrating, nothing overly crazy. Just At this point, just business. Aiden Frank. All right, Frank is in, moving up. Davis Vanacoro picks it up, looking for the target. Gets it right up, threads the needle to Aiden Frank. Frank in the corner. Frank looking for an opportunity, looking for that target. Davis pops it at the line with the hand grab. Look at that. Knocks it down at the line and plays it. Love to see it. Caparosa. Caparosa looking for some running room. Gets back behind the Western net. Looking for that momentum. Out to Frank. Ridgefield in possession. Cleared out by Davis. Out into the neutral zone. Ridgefield in possession again. Davis with the stop. And that one dribbles on over. Take a look at that hand grab from number 21 before. Right at the line, goes up high after that deflection. Aiden tried to make a pass there, got deflected, and just boom, back in. Took a check from behind for it, but you know, to quote Logan Coster, sometimes you got to sacrifice the body. Told Davis that at a young age when Davis started playing defense, said always sacrifice the body. All right, Western trying to clear it out. Looks like Devin Druin goes all the way across to Jack Buskowski, just missed the pass. Devin Druin at the net front. Devin Druin hanging on to it. Makes the pass to Jack. Picked up by Ridgefield. Devin trying to get his stick on it, but Ridgefield moves it in. Save from Ryan Boyce. Ridgefield coach not happy about something. Good.
No, you got a warning, kid. Go get it.
Western sends it in. Ridgefield turns it around. Here goes Aiden Frank. Aiden Frank back. Picked up by Ridgefield. Devin Druin takes out a Ridgefield player at the line. Clean check. I don't know what Ridgefield was looking for. Had the puck, came up side to side, shoulder to shoulder. Can't really complain much about that. That one comes back to Jack Buskowski. And Ridgefield in at center ice. Back to Sagnelli. Sagnelli, Caparosa. Caparosa into the neutral zone. Aiden Frank has it. A lot of company on him, though. Ridgefield at the red line. Joey Caparosa tries to turn it around, but they get it around him. But Joey doesn't give up on the play. So that one stays in our possession. Joey behind the net trying to build some momentum. Shoots it out wide. Not quite enough juice to ice, so Aiden Frank's going to skate down and try to beat him there. I don't think Aiden was considering how much room he'd need to stop. Davis Vanacoro back behind the net. Takes it, setting it up, gets it around, all the way to the blue line. Oh, Ridgefield just grabs it there. But picked up by Western. Western sends it down, and that's going to be an ice for sure. So we'll come back to the corner for the faceoff. with 9:21 left in the game. All right, Caparosa goes back behind the net. Long shot, and this time picked up by Ridgefield. Ridgefield at the line, they lose it. Here goes Devin Druin, about to ruin somebody's day. Oh, Rich Jolene comes up big and stops 31 in his tracks. And that one goes back behind the net. They ring it around. Ridgefield in possession at the blue line. Caparosa. Devin Druin on the outside lane. Another shot. Rich Jolene picks it up. Ridgefield trying to move it in. Davis, backhanded flipper dipper, out to Rapp, into the neutral zone. Rapp still has it. Here he goes, looking for it, and centers it up, but picked up by Ridgefield. As I said, I think, we're taking our foot off the gas a little bit there, so Aiden didn't want to shoot it right off, decided to pass it when he was really close, and that's the kind of sportsmanship we should be observing. So often the coaches will say you got to pass it, can't break it down there on your own and shoot it. You got to pass it first. And we'll face off at the line with 7:48 left. All right, that one goes back as you pardon me for a second as I get my glove on. It's a little cold in here. Oh, that one passed right in front of the net. Rich Jolene sticks it out. Nice pickup by Aiden. All right, Aiden Rapp turns it around to Sagnelli. Sagnelli goes all the way across to Frank. Frank with the zone entry. Puck broken up and sent back behind the net. Rapp, Frank. All right, Ridgefield making that zone entry. Eli trying hard to catch up, but they wind up taking a shot on Ryan, who makes it look easy. Good save. Battling going on the near side in the corner. Western tries to dig it out. Frink comes away with it. Starts moving down. Aiden Frank back behind the net. Looking for that target. Centers it, but cleared by Ridgefield. Ridgefield enters. Fires back behind the net.
Come on, look.
Puck cleared out in front of the net. Ridgefield goes long. And that's going to be an offside, so we'll take it back at the line. It's going to leave 5:39 left to play in the game. All right, after that face-off, Caparosa sends it into the neutral zone. Comes back to Stagnelli. Oh no, it was, yeah, I don't know. Oh no, that's my son. Never mind. That was Davis. All right, that one comes back. Caparosa chasing it into the corner. We go out to Davis. Davis looking for that target. Backhands it over. And sure enough, finds the target in Devin Druin. Devin Druin goes down in the zone, and that one comes back. Ooh, big check on Owen White as he goes down. Puck's in the corner. We center it up. Here comes Caparosa. Long shot and deflection. Jack Wiskowski tries for the shot. Ridgefield trying to clear it out. And they go across. And Ridgefield goes long. Davis bodies him out. Very nice. We like to see it. No shot. Doesn't reach goal. Long slapper dapper. Cleared out by Joey Caparosa. Joey chasing it down. That one goes back behind the net. And they're trying to push that one forward, and no goal as Ryan Boyce locks it down with exactly 4 minutes left in the game. And that one goes around as Aiden Frink picks it up and makes his zone entry. He's looking. He's going to try to make the pass. He goes long for Devin Druin. Devin Druin keeps it on sides. Does the dance. Western passing it around a bit. Devin Druin with the long shot. Back behind the net. Frink passes in front. And Ridgefield on the move. That's going to be an offsides. So we'll pick up the face-off at the blue line. Unusually cold up here for 99 today. Usually 99 up here is warmer. I don't know what's going on. It's cold. Got ourselves a cold rink today. I even have a glove on. I never have a glove on. 99, I take my jacket off sometimes. You could tell it's cold. John Coster's fully bundled up over here. Fully bundled up right next to me. You never see that. No shorts. You do have the slides on, but they're socks. Long shot, snatched by Boyce. So a nice snatch and grab from Ryan Boyce. Western looks to wrap this up with 2:44 left in the game. All right, Ridgefield trying to make some moves at the line, broken up by Caparosa and Raparosa. Ridgefield goes to the outside, broken up by Davis. Great stick from number 21. Davis picks it up in the corner, looking, gets it up to Aiden Frank. Nice pass. Here goes Frank with the room. And Frank with the pass, as required by Coach right now. And there it is. Jack Wiskowski. Here goes Joey Caparosa. Aiden Rapp up front. And that one comes back. Caparosa Goes to Vanicoro. Davis Vanicoro walking it in. Bounces around. Wow, what a pass. Right to Aiden Frank, right in front of the goal. Aiden, you know, we got to pass it first, though, before we shoot. So Aiden go ahead and passes it. And Aiden keeps that one in. Here comes Ridgefield. Davis going to try to break that up. Skating hard, slapping the stick a little bit. And we're able to break that up. No goal. Puck dribbles out in front of the net. Ridgefield with the shot. They try for the tip. Don't quite get it. Jack Witkowski trying to send that one out of the zone, but it comes back behind the net with 1 minute left. Ridgefield trying hard. They would love to put one over with a minute left. And that one comes out. Aiden Frank in possession. And that one goes all the way back. I don't think we're going to see an ice. Not quite enough juice to do it. Caparosa picks it up behind the net. He's heading in. Goes out, tries to get to Jack Witkowski. Not quite there. Wrap to Vanicoro. Davis, Vanicoro to Frink with 20 seconds left. Frink. Here comes Caparosa. Caparosa to Witkowski. Broken up. Ridgefield on the move. Davis trying to force that one out. Does. Takes it away. Puck dribbles into the corner with 5 seconds left. Davis is going to burn it up behind. Rings it all the way around, and that's it for that game. So Western comes away with it with the reverse retro day. Classic jerseys. Everyone proud and happy with number 29 with a big game from Boyce. And it's a great way to end the regular season for a team that is at a pretty hard all season long. A lot of fighting them today. We love to see it. Great weekend.